Hello once again to another video about painting. Well, technically this is the first one, but I'll show you what I've got here. This is my stand. It's got a magnifying glass, you can zoom in on it, and basically you get your model. I'm going to pick K-Troll so you can see it, and you can just clip onto it, and you tighten up all the screws and things, and it holds onto your model, which is really good. Tangled up here with the cake. Got my jar of water, got my paints, which are here, and I got mixing tray thing, and all my paint brushes and glue and whatever I need in there. And I've also got this, which I don't think I'll use today, but it's for if you don't want to use that, you can stick your little glue tack onto that and you can twiddle it around and things like that, which is really good. But yeah, I don't think I'll be using it today. So let's attach the K-Troll to this. Probably won't be needing the magnifying glass, so I'm going to attach it to this side and tighten. Let's put it somewhere where it'd be easy to paint, so I can tighten it up a bit. If I can remember how to do that. There we go. So, yeah, I'll focus it. I'll move it to about there. There, that's good. Okay, so the first part to get a decent brush is to base coat it. And for this, take a nice brush like this one. Not too big, not too small though. It's going to become quite a large area. Dip it in the water. Make sure it's nice and clean. And first off, we're doing Adaptius Battle Grey over the back, his shoulders and things like that, which is going to be called the Dark Flesh. So let me just find that one. Spot gum. There we are. I haven't painted it in ages. Right. So let's get a bit of this on the brush and just start painting it on. It doesn't seem to be holding it very well, so I thought it would do. This might take a while, so I'll probably fast forward through this. Taking out the picture. Yeah, I think I'll just skip into the next bit, so if I just stop recording there. Okay, so after the last part, this is what my K-Troll looks like. Just painted his back, his legs, half his head and his arms, the battleship grey. Now the next part, if I remember correctly, is to do the light flesh, which is going to be done with Talon Flesh, whatever it is, this one. So I'm going to use that one and paint his chest and the underside of his arms and the underside of his face there. So that'll be the next bit to do. One thing I should mention as well, I've also got a bit of tissue paper to dry up the brushes with, because otherwise they get too watered down and becomes more like a wash rather than a paint. Get that next time as well. So I'll start painting now with the other one. Let's get that on. This might be a good time to change the water, so I'm going to change the water and then come back and paint some more. Okay, so I thought I'd record me painting the last bit of the Talon Flesh, which is this body bit here. Just trying to... With the Battleship Grey, I was not that precise, but this I'm trying to be a bit more careful with what I do, but rarely you can't really make a mistake, because if you make a mistake, this is a case of, well, my cave troll is slightly different to yours because of this. So you can't really make mistakes, really. So, this is one off the shop, but let's try and get in here. Let's get a bit more paint. Probably some people going, you've got loads of paint on that brush. And I was like, yeah, well, I like it quite thick. Some occasions I'm like, I wish I had not glued it all together straight away. Like I'd done with some of the shields of the Moria goblins. I haven't glued them on, so it might make it a bit easier, but these arms and things get in the way. Try to keep getting out of shot there, yo. It's very useful, this. It's like having an extra set of hands. Got mine off of Amazon, which is good. Slightly cheaper than other places I've seen. And that looks good to me. So that's clean. I didn't even use the water hardly that time. Give the brush a wipe. I'm doing all the neutral colours first because if you use metal ones, so I'll do metal ones last, which I won't, botgun metal, there it is. Do that one last because it's got shiny bits in it. And if you get shiny bits in the water and then use the water again on the plain bits, you get shiny bits in your plain bits, if that makes sense. Okay, so light flesh have done that, so the metal I'm going to leave that to last. So the cloth and the nails, which are this bit, and the toenails there, are in scorched brown. So let's get some scorched brown. There it is. And let's make sure the lid's on that properly, put that one over there. Give it a bit of a shake. There's a tiny bit of scorched brown on the end of there. Start painting the nails and the cloth. And I'll see you when that is finished. There we go, that's the brown done. That's what it looks like so far. Looks quite good. And now it is time for the bolt gun metal, which is going to go on the hammer, one on the chain and a bit around his neck. And I think that's about it. I don't know what I should do for the ground. Probably I'll work out what the ground will be like later, because then I can match it all up for everyone else as well. But yeah, so next is going to be bolt gun metal. Okay, that's metal done. So I've done the hammer there, the chain and a bit around his neck. And the last bit I'm going to do for this video anyway, the base coat, is to do a dry brush of Codex Grey. So this over the dark skin tone as well. For a dry brush, what I've got is this old one. It's quite bristly, and what you need to do is get a very small amount of paint on it, so it hardly affects it in any way at all. But that'll be the last bit I'm doing for this video. So I'll give you a quick recap in a second after I've done the dry brush. So this is a bit of dry brushing. Show you. As you just go over it really lightly, to highlight like the upper areas of the model, which is really good on the back there, as you can see. So that's what the kind of effect I did all over it. So there we go, there's the base colours for my cage troll put on it. So I used 5 colours there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's the final result. So just to recap over everything, the dark flesh, which is the back of all of this, was done in battle grey, followed by a dry brush of codex grey. The skin was Tarlan flesh. The metal bits, so the hammer and the chain, are bolt gun metal, and finally the cloth bit and the toenails are done in scorched brown. So that's the base coat of this model. And I'll see you next time for the washes, which is basically for shadows, and some layering of different colours on top of what we got already. So until then, I'll see you then.